Hello and welcome to review 499. Wow. Tonight, going to be reviewing On the Rocks Mixed Berries Homebrew Cider. We're back. Bloody light's gone off. There. Yeah. This is basically an homebrew. Obviously it's a homebrew cider, mixed berry, so it's basically similar to something that you'd expect from the likes of Kopperberg or the Kopperberg, and their mixed berries, but with one good addition, one for me anyway, because I like stronger beers and ciders and whatnot. The strength it pumps out is a 5.6%. And that's if you brew it standard. I added a bit more sugar to try and get it up a bit to about 6%. Whether it did it or not, I don't know, because I haven't actually got the can't remember what you call it now, hydrometer. Yeah, I haven't actually got one because I broke it, and I've been too lazy to go and buy one. So can't talk to you about reviews off the internet because I haven't really got any. So here it is. That's the colour of it, if you can see it on there. I'll pour it out and we'll have a good look at it. So, I don't know what's going to happen. It has secondary fermented. It's been for a couple of weeks. It's a bit cool in here, but it's gone solid. So that's a good sign. If you're secondary fermenting beers, beers, lagers, ciders, make sure your bottle goes absolutely solid. And another good tip, stand your bottle up. Don't leave it on the side like that, because what happens is all that sugary stuff sits there instead of at the bottom, and any sediment obviously. So not overly so yeah, fizzed out quite quickly. But then again, you don't really get heads on ciders anyway, or you shouldn't do. Obviously, it looks the colour. It looks the part. It's got that reddish colour to it. Let's have a look over here. Yeah, it's a tinge of it. It looks like what Kopperberg would look. There is carbonation coming from it and a sporadic lacing. So on the aroma, definite fruitiness on the aroma. Obviously it's very hard to pick out which berry it is, Some of these people who can pick out every single taste, fair play to them, but sometimes I do wonder if it's an absolute load of rubbish they're coming out with. But hey-ho, maybe I'm wrong. You never know. Right, the taste test. Now, I know how good Kopperberg tastes. To me, this, just looking at it, it's just not as fizzy as Kopperberg is. It might be because it needs to secondary ferment in a warm beer room, because this beer room it's not as warm as it should be, In the next few months, once it starts getting a lot warmer, then it might do that. It might go absolutely solid. Maybe I did not put enough sugar in on the secondary fermentation. It's all a balancing act, and that's the world of homebrew, But the main thing with all homebrew is, as long as it tastes near enough, who cares, But I brewed this, hoping my wife will drink it, so this will be interesting. The taste, yeah, quite a nice mixed berry taste to it. Straight away though, not as fizzy as I would have hoped for. It's not got that sparkliness that the likes, the commercial ciders have got. Is that my fault? Possibly. I've read other reviews of the On the Rocks Mixed Berry Cider on the internet from quite a few sites, because you can never believe one person's review or one site's review, because sites can put obviously somebody else to pay and give them reviews, so you've always got to be careful of that. Strength wise, yeah, to me this is more of a still cider than a sparkling. That's not a bad thing, it just means my wife won't drink it. Will I drink it? Hell yes. Strength wise, yeah, I can believe it is about 5.6 to 6%, somewhere in that range. I brewed it in the wrong. I've got 3 ways of doing brewing. I've got the normal standard fermentation bucket. I've got this one from Young's with a very small lid up on the top, and I've also got a barrel that I drilled through and actually put the old airlock in the top. And yeah, and on the warmer days in the middle of summer, I am going to do another triple brew. And especially when it's warm in here, because when it's warm in here, this place, it's like having one of them heat bands around. I mean, that's the optimal way of brewing, is to have a heat band, but obviously using electricity. And I don't want to, artificially warm things up. I'd rather do it naturally. And, because if you go too fast, it does spoil the flavour, according to what you read on the internet anyway. But if it's too cold, that it's going to take a hell of a lot longer to brew. But does it really matter? I mean, me at the moment, if you look down here, I've got cider there, winter ale, I've got Easter brew, and I've got a wine as well. So, I've got plenty of stockpiles, and then I've obviously got I've got spirits, and I've got plenty of beer review stock as well. So for the summer months, it's looking good. And hopefully the wine will turn out to be decent, although I think it's going to go to a sparkling wine. But yeah, just feeling the bottles, they're a bit. If it was normal wine, on plastic bottles, you'd squash it and it'd just squash in because there's no fizzy, nothing there to make it fizzy. With this wine, you do it and it's not quite solid, but you can feel resistance, which means it's going to end up being a sparkling wine. Is that an issue? No, I didn't intend it to be a blooming sparkling wine, but I intended it to be quite a strong apple and blackberry wine. So, I mean, at some stage I'm going to have to go out and buy some proper wine kits. It didn't work as intended. I've got an apple and strawberry wine kit on the brew in the kitchen at the moment. That's bubbling like a bugger, so that's interesting. I've also got a ginger beer brew where I tripled the amount of sugar, and I also added a boil of ginger root and left the ginger root in it. Tried it today. Because I'm wanting to bottle it. It's been in about a week and a half, and that should be enough, for a ginger beer kit. And it doesn't taste sugary, which is a good sign. If it tastes sugary, it means it hasn't finished brewing. And it tastes a real fiery ginger. Can't get how strong it is from the initial taste. So maybe I need to leave it a few days and probably do it on Sunday morning. Although it's this Sunday, it's Mother's Day, so no chance, too busy. So I'll leave it till Monday night and do it Monday night, or do it tomorrow night. Decisions. The world of homebrew, eh? Back to this. It's nice tasting. Tastes lovely at mixed berries. It's they say it's 5.6%, but I don't know, it don't taste much stronger than 4%. But this is the first taste and review of it. I'm going to leave it to mature, because when I do home brews, I like to do sometimes one straight out the about the barrel, if I know it's drinkable. And then sometimes I'll do one a week or so later, and then I'll do a matured review, which is, you know, a few months down the line, just to see, you know, because beers change, homebrew changes, it gets better with age. Some get stronger, a lot stronger with age. Some of the Bulldog brands, bloody hell, they get so strong, you know, with age. You know, it's going to be interesting. Hopefully it will turn out a lot fizzier. I daren't put no more sugar in, because obviously then you get the risk of it not, the sugar not working and not making it, you know, and just sugaring up the drink, which we don't want. As is, it's a pleasant still cider. It's not sparkling. It's not done what I intended it to do. So disappointing in that aspect. Good tasting. You can tell there's alcohol content there though. Can't grasp how strong it is. To me it does taste stronger than 4%, because 4% tastes like pop. It does, you know, it's fizzy, poppy. It's like drinking blooming, you know, cola that's been, you know, like a fruity cola basically. I can tell it's hitting me, you know, it's definitely one of them. Would I recommend on the rocks? Yes. Maybe brewing it at a warmer time of the year, or using a heat band, you know, on it. That might be the key. I'm not happy with that brewing vessel that I use. I've got the ginger beer in there at the moment, and it doesn't bubble like, you know, you intend. But I've had it in here last year, and on it when it was getting to 100 degrees in here, and it was bloody hot. I walked in, and they're all bubbling away like a twat, and this beer splats everywhere, and I do mean everywhere. I spent 20 minutes wiping it up. So I know it can brew good. Maybe it's just the fact that it needs to be a bit warmer, you know. We don't have the heating on for a couple of hours of the day, you know, so it's maybe that, you know. And obviously maybe I didn't add enough sugar in the secondary fermentation. Live and learn, and that's always the case. But it definitely has got some strength on it, you know. Where I said it might not be 4%, it's definitely more. So, looking at it, you know, it fizzed up quite a bit on initial pouring. The carbonation and the I can't remember what it is now. Lacing. Yeah, the carbonation lit and the lacing died quickly after. Colour wise, it looks as it should. Taste wise, it does taste good. Good strength to it, stronger than your normal. The only downside is it's gone flat, which is, you know, but it may be because it's not warm enough in here. It may be because it needs to be in a warmer place, and then you pour it, and then the secondary fermentation kicks in more. Because you look at the bottom of the bottle, you can see the sugars at the bottom of the bottle. So maybe. I'll do another review in a few weeks. We'll just see how it cooks. Out of 5. For me, for a homebrew score, it's better than average. It tastes fantastic. It does taste nice. Disappointed in the fizziness factor. Not sure my wife will like it, but so out of 5. At the moment on this review, 4.0. Not quite the cider I was hoping for. Should be interesting in a month or two's time though. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Oh, tomorrow night, 500th review live. See you soon.